Hey everyone, welcome back to Dolly Cooks. It's still the holiday season and I've got two, not one but two, very simple to do party appetizers today. Neither of them have anything to do with each other except for the fact that they're quite simple, which is why I'm doing two in this video. We're going to be making bacon wrapped dates. Really easy to do. A 3-ingredient dish because I'm going to add a little secret ingredient at the end, but basically you need some dates, some bacon. You need twice as many dates for the slices of bacon that you have because you're going to cut these bacon slices in half. We'll get into that later. And then we're going to be making French onion dip, which also very simple to do. 8-ounce container of sour cream, 1 onion that I caramelized in a pan and I'm letting cool. I'll see you back here after we talk about how I did this onion. Alright, so I've got a pan over medium-high heat with about 1/4 cup of neutral oil in it. I'm using avocado here just because that's what I have, but you could use canola or whatever. I've minced up 1 whole white onion, a medium white onion, and we're just going to add that to our oil. Go ahead and give that a toss so all the onion gets coated in the fat. And then we're going to add a pinch of salt and a pinch of sugar. Salt. Sugar. The sugar is going to promote browning because again, we want these to get nice and caramelized for our onion dip. This is going to cook until the onions turn nice and brown for about 10 minutes. All right, and so this has been cooking for just a little shy of 10 minutes. Look at all that color that we've developed. You'll see there's a lot of oil in the pan. You're gonna just reserve that oil and save it for another use later. Would be great for some wilted spinach, but I'm gonna cut my heat off. Take this off the heat and let it cool. Just gonna use a spider here to get the onions out of the pan. All right, and so while these onions continue to cool, let's prep our bacon wrapped dates and get those in the oven. You are going to take your bacon and you're going to cut the strips in half. And then what you're going to do, you want to use like a Medjool date. You need to pit them if they're not pitted. Here's my recommendation. Buy them with the pits in. Take the pit out yourself. You just run a paring knife along one side, stick your finger in there and pull them out. The reason being that dates that still contain their pits stay fresher longer and they tend to be meatier and less dry. You can buy pre-pitted dates, which I unfortunately did have to do because I couldn't find ones without the pit, but you'll see that they're much drier. These are also a different kind of date and they're not as girthy and meaty as the Medjool dates. So I recommend Medjool dates with the pits in. Remove them because you want a big date. And I'm going to have to end up using some of these as well. But basically what you're going to do roll the bacon around the date, seam side down on a little sheet tray. And that's all there is to it. Now, I did mention there is a little secret ingredient that I like to do at the end. But I want you to watch the whole video, so I'm not telling you what that is yet. These don't puff up or anything, so you can put them pretty tightly together. I'll do 4 across. If you've never had a date, very sweet, incredibly sweet, which is actually, to be honest, why bacon wrapped dates are so good, because you get a very salty, sweet thing happening. Bacon's also smoked, right? So you're getting that. dates are lovely. You'll find them as an ingredient in a lot of those like energy bars for like when you go hiking or running, because they have a lot of sugar naturally. All right, I have bacon hands and I'm not going to be using all of this container of dates, so I'm going to quickly wash my hands, pour a few in this plate, finish this up, and pop them in my 400-degree oven. All right, I finished wrapping those up. My dates that were pre-pitted, some of them were quite small, so I doubled up a few of them. So there's 2 dates in there, but they're so small that they look the same size as the Medjool dates that I talked about. I took the pits out of. Those were just already in my pantry. I really wish that they were all this way, but we're using what we have. These are gonna go into the oven for 10 minutes at 400. I'm gonna flip them and they'll cook another 10 or 15 minutes longer, and then we'll take them out and add our secret ingredient to really give them something that sets these apart. All right, so while my bacon wrapped dates are in the oven, let's do our French onion dip. Here's the thing about French onion dip. If you love the Lipton soup mix, I love it too. It's very easy. You need a container of sour cream, you dump that powder in there, you stir it up, and you've got French onion dip. There's nothing wrong with that. However, here we go. However, this is so simple that it's like, also, why would you not do it from scratch? That's sort of how I feel about it. If you're really in a pinch, use the soup mix because it takes no time. If you have half an hour, not even, because the onions only cook 10 minutes and need to cool, do it homemade. It's literally 1 onion, a pinch of sugar, salt, like you saw. These cool. We're gonna mix these 2 together, season it to taste, it refrigerates, and it's done. And this is nice too when you do it this way because you get chunks of onion in the dip, which you don't really get with powder. You'll see some other French onion dip recipes that have like garlic powder and onion powder in addition to the caramelized onion, or like Worcestershire sauce. Those are fine, but you don't need them. The flavor of the caramelized onion with the sour cream is enough. Now, this is also definitely make-ahead territory because right now this is going to taste like I just put onions and sour cream. It's going to taste mostly like sour cream. This flavor needs to develop. You want to mix this together. I like a little black pepper in mine. You don't have to add it. Let me just see where we are salt-wise. There's not much salt on the onions when they cook, so it does need a little bit more. Yum. See, I used a different knuckle. Alright, this needs to go into the fridge for as long as you can. Minimum of 2 to 4 hours. Longer is better. Make this a day or 2 in advance so the flavor really has time to develop. It is already tasting good. You can see that the color has changed. It's not quite as white. You're getting a little bit of those caramel colors into the sour cream. But we want to let this chill. Okay, so I've just taken our bacon wrapped dates out of the oven. The bacon's really nice and crispy. Look at that. And now I'm going to tell you about the secret ingredient. So what I'm going to do is take some Piment, which is a dried chili from the Basque region of Spain, and just sprinkle a little bit over each one, just to add a little something to make these stand out. This is going to add just a little bit of heat, but it's also going to add a little bit of tang and sour to them. And then, you know, bacon wrapped dates, delicious. A brown food though, right? Dates are brown, the bacon is brown, there's not a lot of color to them. So I like to serve them up on a cute little platter that's gonna add some interest. Gorgeous. And I think what I might do is just go over them with one more little hit, so we get a little on the platter as well. Perfect. So these are our bacon wrapped dates, and then for our French onion dip, because I want to show you all, this is just 30 minutes in the fridge. It's a completely different color than it was a couple minutes ago. It should go longer, but we're just going to serve a little bit of it up. And obviously delicious with potato chips, but this can also be a dip for crudité as well. Celery, carrots, some cucumber slices, cherry tomatoes, whatever you have. Or you can do crostini, where you lay a little bit of that over a piece of toasted bread and then put like a piece of deli roast beef on top. Mwah. These are Lay's lightly salted. I love these. All right, we're ready to party. So I'm gonna go in and try the dip first. What I like about doing it with real onion, you control the salt, but you also get like an umami caramelization of the onion's flavor that you don't get with the Lipton soup mix powder. So good. These I fear are going to be quite hot, so I'm probably about to burn my mouth. Salty, very sweet, just a little hint of something something from our Piment skillet. Happy holidays, everyone. I hope that you have the best time, and I hope you love these recipes. I'll see you in the next one.